7 Eyewitness News at 6. The presidential candidates are campaigning throughout the Northeast today ahead of Tuesday's primaries in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. It's all part of democracy. 2016 is your voice and your vote. It's a frenzy of campaigning in the race for the White House. 5 new contests are now just days away, and all of the candidates were out today, including Donald Trump, who addressed comments about who he really is. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce.
If I acted presidential, I guarantee you that this morning I wouldn't be here.
Not exactly changing his tone. GOP frontrunner Donald Trump on the trail in Connecticut, addressing comments from his campaign suggesting his over-the-top rhetoric is just an act.
When he's out on the stage, he's projecting an image that's for that purpose.
In audio obtained by the New York Times, Trump's new campaign chief promises Republican officials that the billionaire will tone things down. But the candidate doesn't seem to be on board with that plan.
I sort of don't like toning it down.
His supporters seem split.
He seems authentic. He just seems very authentic.
Personally hoping that he sounds a little bit more presidential than he has in the past. Because I do like what he stands for, but I don't like the way he's been saying it.
Meanwhile, his main rival, Ted Cruz, accusing Trump of lying.
What's amazing is Donald is telling us that he's lying to us. He is betraying us before the election and giving us a preview.
Can you describe what you mean by that?
Democratic frontrunner Hillary Clinton sitting down with voters face-to-face in Connecticut.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you as president.
Well, with your help, we'll get there.
Her rival, Bernie Sanders, stumping in Maryland, one of 5 states headed to the polls on Tuesday.
And on Tuesday, the people of Maryland can say it is time for a political revolution.
Win or lose, he's vowing to stay in the race till the end. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Across the country tonight on 7 Eyewitness News, investigators are still trying to determine who killed 8 members of a family in rural southern Ohio and why. The 7 adults and 1 teenage boy were found dead at 4 locations yesterday with gunshot wounds to the head. At least 1 assailant is believed to be at large. A Cincinnati area businessman has now put up $25,000 in reward money for information that leads to an arrest and a conviction. Police have identified the man they say shot 2 police officers at a suburban Phoenix Walmart store this morning. Chandler police say 24-year-old Mitchell Oakley was killed after opening fire on officers who were responding to a call about a trespasser. They say Oakley was a transient, but he has family in the Chandler area. Both officers are now listed in stable condition. Well, things got off to a bumpy start at one police station here in western New York this morning. Police officers in the city of Tonawanda were having their daily briefing when they heard a loud bang. It turns out a wild turkey crashed into the window. The police department sent us these pictures of all of the damage done by this giant bird. The officers say they ran outside to see if the turkey was okay. They say the bird was walking around a little dazed, but then he flew away. Well, Niagara County has reported its first case of Zika virus. It's a story you saw first here on 7 Eyewitness News. The North Tonawanda woman who wants to remain anonymous says she contracted Zika after taking a mission trip to the Caribbean in January. She returned home after authorities began warning travelers in the region about Zika. Most of her symptoms have since gone away, but the mosquito-borne virus has taken a toll.
I'm exhausted. I'm going to school, and I go to school, and I come home and take naps. It's just, I'm just tired all the time.
Last week, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention confirmed the virus causes severe birth defects. Well, to labor news tonight, 10 days and counting. That's how long Verizon workers nationwide have been walking the picket line. Last night, local workers staged this rally outside the Verizon facility on Millersport Highway in Gettsville.
This isn't about money. It's not about benefits. It's about job security, protecting the middle class, creating jobs in this area, along with the other areas around Verizon's footprint. We'd like this company to invest not only in its workforce, but in the communities that it serves.
Verizon issued a statement saying it is focused on serving its customers and ready to negotiate with the union. Well, it was a nice sunny day here in Western New York. 7 First Alert senior meteorologist Mike Randall is outside now tracking your 7 First Alert most accurate forecast. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Jill. Beautiful night out here right now. Lots of sunshine, a little bit breezy and cooler here in the downtown area, but look at where we are as we take a look at some of our current temperatures across the area. 55 to the north of us there at Niagara Falls. Lots of sunshine there. 40s down around Jamestown and over towards Erie, but still some 50s off to the east of us and lots of sunshine this evening. Now, what do we have to look forward to? Well, an area of high pressure across the Great Lakes, keeping things pretty nice for us for the rest of the weekend. We do have a good chance we could be picking up some rain showers as we start the work week. I want to show you a quick look at Futurecast. We will start to see some increasing cloudiness late on Sunday, possible rain shower overnight Sunday. A better chance for those rain showers to really get a foothold as we get into Monday. Might even pick up a thunderstorm with that system as it continues to push through Monday night and possibly into Tuesday morning. Clear and cool overnight tonight, though. Sunshine back in our forecast for tomorrow, and those rain showers in the picture by Monday. We'll talk more about all of that and take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a bit. Back inside.
Thanks so much, Mike. It is Earth Weekend here in Western New York, and the weather was perfect for a little spring cleaning today. The International Institute of Buffalo held its yearly Welcome Buffalo program here on the city's Lower West Side. Refugee families, along with Buffalo residents, teamed up here, cleaning up their neighborhood near the corner of Vermont and 17th Streets.
Community garden. We have public gardening spaces. We have private boxes for people who don't have enough yard and would like to garden. And then every spring the community comes and does a cleanup. And this year we were so fortunate as to have some of our friends from the International Institute offer to come down, bring some other friends, help with the cleanup.
This program is just one way to help refugee families become more comfortable in their new surroundings. The event is sponsored by the International Institute. And it was no ordinary day at the beach for this Earth Day event at Woodlawn Beach State Park. Not quite swimming weather yet, but volunteers rolled up their sleeves to clean up the beach and get things ready for the warmer months ahead here in Western New York.
Over the winter, the ice brings in debris, wind blows in debris, so we had a good turnout of mostly local residents come out today to help us with the cleanup. A big presence from the Girl Scouts today, but you find everything from tires to pylons to old buckets, chairs. Who knows what's going to wash up.
State Assemblyman Sean Ryan sponsored today's cleanup. Everyone who helped also received a free reusable shopping bag from Wegmans. Next on 7 Eyewitness News at 6, the tributes keep pouring in as fans around the world continue to mourn the passing of a music legend. Plus, it's a wild and wacky way to celebrate Earth Day here in Western New York. And from Skywatch 7 tonight, here's a live look from downtown Buffalo as the sun shines over the lake tonight. You're watching 7 Eyewitness News at 6.
Closed captioning of 7 Eyewitness News is brought to you by your Western New York Chevy dealers.
How would you sum up this car in one word?
Swanky.
Sexy. Sexy.
Luxurious.
Classy. Fast. Sporty. Sharp. Innovative. Sleek luxury sedan.
Okay, that's more than one word.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
That's impressive. Where's the local dealer around here?
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu LT for around $199 a month.
See your Western New York Chevy dealers.
Do you have any idea how much danger you're in?
The hunt for the enemy within heats up.
We're talking about something deep inside the FBI.
If there's anybody that knows the cost, it's me.
But whatever danger they faced before,
This could be a suicide mission.
will be nothing. I'll make sure you die first. When the traitor unleashes the greatest threat of them all. Quantico, all new Sunday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
Spring into April at Dave Smith Ford with super low lease payments. Drive a 2016 Escape SE for just $99 per month. Loaded with sync, rear camera, keyless entry, and more. Spring is here, and so are the savings at Dave Smith Ford. Transit in Worley and Williamsville.
There goes another Dave Smith Ford.
We have the largest nursing home practice in the state of New York. If you even suspect that your loved one has been harmed or injured in a nursing home, you should not hesitate to call. we can help.
We have investigated and handled thousands of nursing home abuse cases. We have tried cases. We have been recognized as having the largest verdict in New York State for a nursing home resident who suffered abuse in a nursing home. And we've been recognized as the leaders in this field.
Helping the elderly and making a difference. Brown Chiari.
The new Cub Cadet XT Enduro series comes from a place where raw strength is just a starting point, and unrivaled dependability is backed by the strongest warranty in the business. You'll find that place at a locally owned dealer with $100 off select XT2 models from April 21st through May 4th. Welcome to Strongsville. To find a locally owned Cub Cadet dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Mattress shopping shouldn't be a nightmare. Unfortunately, that's what our customers are telling us about their experience with other stores. Phony sales, bait and switch advertising, high-pressure salespeople, and ridiculously high prices. Unlike the other guys at Extreme Discount Mattress, we're not going to try to step you up into something you can't afford. We're going to find the mattress that's right for you at the lowest possible price. Very simply put, we sell mattresses for less, a lot less.
Spring is here, and so are the savings at Dave Smith Ford, where you can lease a brand new F-150 for just $197 per month. Just $197 per month, loaded with power windows, locks, rear camera, towing package, and chrome wheels. Only at Dave Smith Ford, Transit in Worley and Williamsville.
There goes another Dave Smith Ford.
The 7 First Alert Weather webcast is brought to you by Darling Paint and Restoration. Call 656-8802.
Now, with 7 First Alert Weather, this is 7 Eyewitness News.
Honors and celebrations have extended into the weekend for music legend Prince, and tonight fans are continuously flocking to his Minnesota home where he was discovered dead Thursday morning. We get the latest now from ABC News.
I like Little Red Corvette, and I like he was just so he was like, you know, you could feel like how he was feeling when he was singing.
For the majority of those who placed flowers, balloons, and artwork bearing the iconic symbol synonymous with his name, paying tribute meant reflecting on the soundtrack of their youth.
I grew up in the 80s, and Prince was with me when I grew up. And I'll never forget When Doves Cry. It's still one of my favorite songs.
He was just one of the most important artists of my generation. He left just such an influence on, I think, everyone that was from the area.
Many fans remain stunned that such a powerhouse is gone.
I think it brings tears to my heart to know that he is a great artist, a genius as he was, to die so young. Unexpectedly.
Another all-night dance party happens in downtown Minneapolis at the historic First Avenue Club. For the third time this weekend, fans will continue commemorating the life of Prince while partying like it's 1999. Interestingly, outside of the occasional cell phone playing Purple Rain, there's no music playing here, rather an extended moment of silence, while Prince's songs remain on repeat all around the world. In Chanhassen, Minnesota, Adrienne Bankert, ABC News.
A Western New York town has come up with a fun and creative way to bring awareness to autism. Today, the town of Eden had their 2016 Autism Walk, and as part of the annual event, artwork created by kids in the community was raffled off. Everything from hand paintings to photographed artwork was up for sale. Organizers say it's all about making the community aware of this disorder.
We are hoping that the community really just begins to understand what autism is and some of the difficulties that our children and kids that are living with autism face and how they can be helpful to them.
The walk wrapped up this afternoon with lots of family fun activities at the American Legion building in Eden. Well, things got wild and weird at the Buffalo Museum of Science today. Take a look. Children got up close and personal with wildlife, learning all sorts of interesting facts about Mother Nature and planet Earth.
We wanted to kind of do an Earth Day celebration, but we wanted to do it in our own spin, which is protecting the world as is, and talking about how wild and weird the planet can be. By doing that, we brought out some of our weirdest exhibit pieces, like a elephant skull. Some of the wild things that we had in here was the Western New York Herpetology Society, showing off some different herpetological specimens, like a giant tortoise, an iguana.
Yeah, take a look. These are some brave kids up on stage holding this Colombian red-tailed boa. This was the first year the museum hosted the Wild and Weird exhibit, but they plan to make it an annual event. I don't know about you, Mike. I could not hold that snake. Could you?
No, I love Jeff Musial, and I really prefer the fuzzy, cute little animals that he brings around. But hey, more power to you, kids. Beautiful day out there, and the good news is we have another one on tap for you for tomorrow. We do have to talk about some rain in that forecast, and we'll get to it. Let's go to the maps. I want to take a look at what we have out there right now, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day. We will mention that temperature-wise, we're just a little bit below normal for this time of year, but not so much that it's going to be a big problem. We have a northerly wind at about 13 miles an hour, so especially along the lakeshore and here in the downtown area, you're going to feel that breeze a bit, but lots of sunshine today, and a nice one out there as we take a look at our 7 Super Doppler radar. Not much to look at least in the western New York area, but as we zoom out a little bit, we'll talk about this high pressure system that is in place across the northern Great Lakes. That's going to settle down right across us for tomorrow, keeping things fairly dry and sunny for us for the better part of your Sunday. Then we will start to see some increasing cloudiness. Looking for rain showers. Well, we had those rain showers that moved through here, now well out of the picture, and a few more showers across the northern Great Lakes. But we're in pretty good shape here in western New York, at least for the next 24 to 36 hours. As we take a look at our highs and lows today, 54 was the high, only about 4 degrees shy of where we should be this time of year. Our low, normal low, 40, and we had a low last night of 39. Tonight we're going to be a little bit cooler. We have clear skies out there, and temperature-wise, we didn't do that well, so we're not going to really hang on to the heat tonight. Our record temperature for this date, 88 degrees in 1985. The record low, 23 there in 1930. 55 in the Falls now. We have 48 at Jamestown, 46 in Olean, and 51 in Wellsville, 54 degrees there in Bradford. Taking a look at our futurecast, we will start to see some increasing cloudiness as we get into the second half of your Sunday. So we'll start out very sunny, end up with a mix of sun and clouds just about midday. And then as we get into tomorrow night, there is a hint of our next system trying to bring some rain showers in overnight Sunday, but it looks like they're going to hold off, at least for the most part, until Sunday afternoon and evening, when we will start to see some of those rain showers really start to take hold here in western New York. So Monday afternoon into Monday evening and overnight Monday, some of this more intense energy will start to push through the western New York area, and that could bring us some thunderstorms late in the day on Monday and overnight into Tuesday morning. Futurecast temperatures, I want to show you these because we are going to bottom out tonight in the 30s, and some areas are going to be pretty chilly, especially down in Wellsville, down around the freezing mark and maybe even a little bit below. But we bounce back very nicely as we get into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow late day. I think we'll see our high temperature late in the afternoon, probably around 5 o'clock. We'll hit that 58, 59 degree mark officially out at the airport, maybe a little bit warmer in some spots. Mainly clear and cool tonight. We'll drop down to 34 degrees with winds north 5 to 9 miles an hour. Your Sunday forecast looking like this. A mostly sunny one to start the day. Temperatures in the 30s, moving our way up to almost 60 degrees. It sounds better when you say it that way instead of 59. Clouds and sunshine. Increasing clouds for tomorrow evening, and then overnight and into Monday morning. We could see a shower, a slight chance of a shower, a better chance that we'll see those rain showers as we move into the afternoon. Monday's high 66, and then we say so long to those milder temperatures for a while. Cool day on Tuesday with a rain shower around at least for the first part of the day. Back to sunshine on Wednesday. Wednesday's high 55. Thursday, cloudy. Friday, sun and clouds and high of 56. And then next week at this time on Saturday, we should hit a high of 61 degrees. So not a bad week. And you know, it's nice to have that spring weather decide to hang around now for a while.
It is nice that it's hanging around and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully you're not lying.
Well, of course I'm not.
Most accurate forecast.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Nick.
Can't be lying.
He's got my back all the time. Thanks, buddy.
Hi, Nick. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Spring is hanging out. It is officially here, and so is the postseason. The Bandits are already in, but can lock up the East Division title. Tonight we have a preview before tonight's game in Rochester. And we also have a QB battle brewing up in Amherst. Is there a front runner heading into the fall for the Bulls? That and more next. You're watching 7 Eyewitness News at 6.
Get the latest weather alerts from the 7 First Alert team of meteorologists and the latest headlines from the 7 Eyewitness Newsroom by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter. Celebrate the beauty of spring at the 3rd Annual Cherry Blossom Festival. The Japanese Garden at Delaware Park comes alive with pink boat rides, a parade, music, and family activities. For an event schedule, visit buffalocherryblossomfestival.org.
A lost culture has returned. Be amazed. Be inspired. Experience a divine culture. Shen Yun. Coming to Shades, April 23rd and 24th.
Paddock Chevrolet has real deals and real choices on Silverado. Bring in your old trade, any condition, make, or model, and get $2 grand when you lease an All-Star double door starting at $229 a month. No down payment, tax, or deposit. No trade? No problem. Qualified lessees sign and drive leases starting at $299 a month. Nothing due at signing. Or buy a new Silverado and save up to $11,000. Over 200 to choose from.
Paddock Chevrolet, a world-class dealership with small-town values.
Hurry in because Spring Value Days means our lowest prices of the season.
I love going into Valley because I don't just feel like another customer. You know, I see the same people all the time I go in there. You know, they treat me like a friend and they know what I need and know how to help me out.
The SureFlow Roller Cover 3-pack is now only $4.44. Save 50%. Kills 2 Latex Primer is only $13.97. Save $4. Shop easy.
This is how we like to do it.
Grab the herd and head to Anchor Bar for Buffalo's original and best wings, and so much more. Check out our $7.99 Buffalo-style lunch specials, every day from 11 till 3. Anchor Bar on Transit Road, the only way to wing it.
The home at 1 Seneca Street. The staging, the purge, the fluff, the buff, the furrowed brow, the thoughtful pause, the molding of clay, the stroke of the brush, the perfect addition, the final touch. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Not one penny, Buffalo. Transitown Hyundai makes it easy to get a brand new Hyundai. You don't give us a penny, and you drive away in a 2016 Elantra for just $189 a month. All taxes and fees included. Or don't give us a penny and drive away a sparkling new Sonata for just $209 a month. All taxes and fees included. Loyalty and conquest save even more. Bring a trade and save even more. It's easy. It's time to get a car. Elantra $189, Sonata $209. Not a penny down. Transitown Hyundai across from Eastern Hills Mall.
Trust Transitown.
Ends 4/30/16.
Lost culture has returned. Be amazed. Be inspired. Experience a divine culture. Shen Yun. Coming to Shades, April 23rd and 24th.
Take 7 Eyewitness News with you everywhere. Now, with the Chevrolet Sports Desk, here's sports reporter Nick Filipowski.
Welcome back. Down 3-1 in a series. Well, the Rangers' motto, quite simply, is challenge accepted. Each of the past 2 years in the Stanley Cup playoffs, they've been down 3 games to 1, only to rally and advance. Now, in 2014, they did it to the same team they're facing in the first round, the Penguins. Sorry, Joe. For the Rangers, things shaping up in their favor early on, tied at 1. On the rush, puck bounces around and in. Rangers fans feeling pretty good, but things would go south in the second. Joe, cover your eyes. The Pens get 4. Or actually, you're pretty excited about this. Yeah, they get 4 in the frame. 2 by Brian Rust. Pens take the series 4-1. They get Philly or Washington in the next round. All right, NBA playoffs, game 4 between the Raptors and Pacers. Paul George, looking to avoid falling into a 3-1 series hole. Yeah, drops in 19. Ian Mahinmi. Toronto didn't have an answer for him either. Finishes with 22-10. Pacers cruise 183. Series now tied at 2 apiece. Well, keeping with the postseason, the Bandits have already secured a berth in the NLL playoffs. So with the win over the Nighthawks and a loss by New England, Buffalo can lock up the East Division title in the 5-8-5 tonight. Buffalo already with 2 wins over their I-90 rivals, so that's good. And as they have all season, they're powered by none other than the Great Dane himself, who was just 8 shy of setting the single-season point mark in NLL history. Dane Smith also just 8 goals shy of setting the single-season mark. Currently sits at 64 with 2 games left in the season. Bandits and Nighthawks get going at around 8. Well, speaking of the I-90 showdown, the Herd in the middle of a 3-game series with Roch, no score in the second. And, well, the Bisons, well, they put up a crooked number. Tony Sanchez jives in 2 on the double to right. It's part of a 5-run inning. We move along 2 innings later, still 5-zip. Andy Burns at the dish and sending a rip right down the first base line. Buffalo gets 4 more. They go on to cruise 10-2. All right, A's and J's, bottom 2. 2 on for Josh Donaldson, and with 1 swing of the bat, everybody is coming home. The bringer of rain with his 7th on the year makes it 4-1 Bluebirds. To the 7th we shall go. Mark Ripchinski misses his spot. Troy Tulowitzki does not. Goes yard for the 2nd time on the day. Jays and Bisons, they both get big wins. Toronto takes this one 9-3. To football, with Joe Licata looking forward to the NFL draft next week. The UB football team is currently in the midst of a 3-man race for the job under center in the fall. Head coach Lance Leipold not naming a starter until the fall, but he had to have liked what he saw from all 3 guys. In the spring game, tight coverage, Chris Merchant dropping in a dime to Malcolm Robinson, 38 yards on the hookup. Tyree Jackson, 6'5", 230 pounds, showed off the wheels and the athleticism and the touch just a little bit. He had 2 touchdowns on the day. How about this guy, Iowa State transfer Grant Rohach? Strong arm, used to fitting things into tight windows in the Big 12, zips it into Kevin Rogers. Leipold with his thoughts on the QBs.
Really, Chris Merchant, got a lot of long drives and did some things. Grant Rohach, you can continue to see that he's played FBS football, how he handles himself, how he manages the huddle and those things. And again, the athleticism and the raw ability of Tyree Jackson, I think, continues to show itself. And he just has such a bright future. So it's going to be a great race heading into fall camp.
All right, the Bulls kick the season off September 2nd against Albany. Back to the Stanley Cup playoffs real quick. The Blues and Blackhawks, South Buffalo's own Patrick Kane, trying to avoid elimination. They get going around 8 o'clock tonight.
And you tried to trick me with the Penguins, but I already knew.
I know, sorry, I know, my bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
I was in the sun too long today. My brain's a little cooked.
All right, thanks, Nick. We'll be back tonight at 11 with all your sports, weather, and news. We'll see you then. Enjoy your evening, everyone.